YouTube in a couple of seconds, and we're live. Yay, live in both places. I'm just going to check to see if I'm live on YouTube. Hooray, I am. So I'm excited to be here with everyone. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but I'm just going to have to upload this video there. So I'm back after a little break, and I'm excited to be here with you today on today's podcast. Well, it's my pod vlog blog. I like to maximize my time. So that's why I'm going live in 3 places at the same time. And I will reuse this on my website. I will post it as a podcast and then also use it as a blog/vlog. So I call it my pod vlog blog. If you're new here, that's what I'm talking about. But welcome to Limitless Business Online. I'm Tracy, and I'm so glad you're here, either live or watching the replay or listening to the podcast. No matter how you're joining me, welcome and hello. And today I want to talk with you about drum roll, New Year's resolutions. It's all the rage right now, as it usually is this time of year. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, I want to say Happy New Year. I think 2025 is the year to thrive. My husband would be laughing right now if he was watching live, and he may be watching this and laughing. 2025 is the year to thrive. And welcome back to the podcast. If you are here live or watching the replay, I'd love to hear from you in the comments of YouTube. You can leave a comment there, Instagram, and I'll get it on Facebook. You can leave a comment there. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know if you're here live. Just drop a comment, let me know. It just makes it more fun to know who's watching. So once again, for anyone joining late, I'm Tracy, founder of Limitless Business Online. I help people who want to live life on purpose by working in a flexible and unique way, which is online. My clients are online business owners and entrepreneurs who I coach with business strategies and systems, project management, and operations. The people I help work online because they want to pursue their life's current passions and live their life around work instead of their work running their life. I want to help people have time and location freedom and financial independence. I have been in the online business space since 2012, and I absolutely love that online business and work is truly limitless. Hence the name, Limitless Business Online. If you've been with me on other pod vlog blogs, you'll notice that my background has changed. So my lovely accent wall here. I created this new accent wall for my office that I moved into in August, and I absolutely love it. I have to thank my mom for painting the picture on the wall, which Instagram, I guess you can't see it. There we go. So there's the photo, and then so you can see the whole thing, Instagram. I'm messing up my setup. There we go. But the painting my mom did, and then my husband helped me with the board and batten that we put on the wall, and I painted and everything. So I love it. Get a little brighter. There we go. I absolutely love it, and just wanted to, mention it. If you're new here, yes, there is a new background, and I love it. Now it's your turn. Will you introduce yourself? Where are you joining from? It's one of my favorite things about online business is meeting people from all around the world. And if you're watching the replay, type in replay and where you're joining from. What do you do in the online business space, or what are you curious about? I'd love to hear. So as I mentioned, today let's talk about New Year's resolutions. I think setting New Year's goals can feel intimidating. Would you agree with me on that? I think that New Year's goals can feel intimidating, and this is probably why a lot of people just don't bother. They're like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." And some reasons I think resolutions are intimidating are that it's hard to narrow down all the things you could do in a year, right? It's kind of hard to narrow it down. It's sometimes overwhelming to figure out how to make changes. It's confusing sometimes to determine when you will work on the goals because you might feel like starting on all of them at the same time, and that never works. That's actually my biggest issue with resolutions and goal setting is that I want to do them all. Like once I've decided what I want to do, I want to do them all right now. And that doesn't work. Plus, there's so much talk about how many people never follow through, how many people give up on their goals before the month of January is even over. So it kind of makes you feel like, why bother? It's not very motivating, right? So I propose that instead of New Year's goals or resolutions, what if we call them New Year's dreams? So just take away the whole, negative mindset around goals and resolutions, and let's call them New Year's dreams. That just feels more hopeful to me than resolutions or goals, which can get such a bad rap. So call them what you want, but think about what you would love to see happen this year. So in this episode, I want to kind of walk through what it might look like to dream for the year, and then also help you to understand how you might break that down to make those dreams come true. So, again, take some time. I want to help you or encourage you to think about what you would love to see happen this year. I want you to set some time aside to dream. Have you done that yet this year? Where right now this is being recorded on January 3rd. Have you set some time aside to dream for the year? Well, I looked into dreaming a little bit for you, and dreaming is important according to researchers for many reasons. One is that it can increase your motivation and commitment to your desired future. So, if you're setting goals or resolutions, that is your desired future. And taking some time to dream about that can really help you to be motivated to move in that direction. Dreaming can increase your creativity. According to Future Minds Lab, which I will link to in the show notes and in the blog, they say that neuroscience research suggests that mind wandering, aka dreaming, can enhance creative problem solving abilities. And if you're dreaming about the new year, your brain is naturally going to start processing and trying to figure out how you might actually reach those dreams. And in an article at Forbes Online, they say that dreaming increases our sense of well being and pain tolerance. So, not really sure how the pain tolerance part fits in, but it can increase your sense of well being just dreaming or daydreaming. So, you'll have to read the article to learn more, and I'll link to it in the show notes. So, what if you took time to daydream? What if you said, what if to yourself and see what comes up? I love Marie Forleo. I learned this from, she says to journal regularly. What if, and you fill in the blank, what if something happened in your business or in your life that you've been dreaming of? I want to encourage you to do some New Year dreaming. Write those dreams down and write down how you think you'll feel when those dreams come true. So you may not, we don't really know how you're going to feel, but write down how you think you're going to feel when those dreams come true. Then let's figure out how to bring those few dreams to life in 2025. And yes, I really lingered on few because we can't do all the things all at the same time. And if you reach for too many dreams all at once, it will be overwhelming and it will be stressful, and you probably will quit or give up. So we can't do all the things. Just pick a few most important dreams that you want to focus on, and let's bring those to life in 2025. I've been dreaming since about 2025, or I've been dreaming about 2025 since late November and early December, just jotting things down in my OneNote, digital note, jotting down my thoughts and dreams for the year, personally and professionally, jotting them down and, kind of organizing them by category, like personal relationships, finances, health, things like that. Just putting some dreams and visions on paper, well, digital paper. And then also for business, where I would like to see growth or change or, finish my website, things like that. So go ahead, take some time to dream a little. And then once you've taken time to do that, what's the first step after you've done that? What do you need to do next? Well, I'd love to share that with you. We're going to break those dreams that you've chosen, just those few. Maybe it's 4, maybe it's 5, no more than 7, I think, unless they're like small. But you're going to break those down into quarters of the year. So you're going to, map it out to when you would like to focus on a particular dream or implement that dream to see. So you're not really like setting it as a New Year's goal yet. You're really just seeing if it's possible to fit those 3 or 4 dreams into a year based on the information you have right now. So you just want to break it into quarters and see if it's even possible. How do you feel when you do that? Is it possible to reach that dream or reach for that dream based on the time and commitment and dedication you're willing to give and that you have for that dream right now? So which of your dreams can be achieved in 1 year? That's ultimately what you're getting at, is deciding which ones can be achieved this year. Of course, you don't know for sure. This is what you're deciding for now, for you, what feels best, okay? And of course, you want to, decide what's truly possible. So that's what you're doing first in your New Year dreaming. Then once you've decided those dreams that you want to pursue based on the quarters of the year, it's time to break them down into months. You can't do all of them all at the same time. They can't all be in quarter 1. But as you've broken them down, you're writing this down, you break them into months. And then finally, you use those monthly plans for your weekly and daily planning so that at the end of the year, you have reached those dreams or you're closer to them. Even if they're not fully completed, you're closer than you were today on the first of the year. I know this all sounds too simple, right? I know that it's not easy. It's not that easy to achieve your dreams and your goals, but it is simple to break it down, write down a plan. That can be your first step. Just take that simple step to write it down, write down how you're going to feel when you reach that dream, write down the breakdown for the quarter and then the months, and make a plan. How will you ever get close to the dream if you don't start with a plan? This is the process that I'm currently in. It's what I'm doing to set my 2025 dreams into motion. Dream big, break it down, and take it week by week to achieve the goal. So like I said, I've already been writing down my dreams, and now I'm breaking it down to see what's really possible for the year. What dreams do I want to reach for this year? I'm deciding that right now. And when I look back at 2024, I can see that I achieved several goals, several dreams, even though they didn't happen in the time frame that I dreamt of. The On Purpose Planner was officially born. So that was in about March of 2024. I relaunched Limitless Business Online around April, and that was after moving to a new software platform. I moved to FG Funnels in February. I started that migration and finished it, I guess, early April. Then this year I recorded 8 podcasts slash vlogs, and I'm planning for at least 30 in 2025. I created and launched 4 or 5 freebies for online business owners, and I created and launched the Launch Lift program to help online business owners launch their offers with ease and excellence. So this is so exciting when you look back at the year and see those dreams, those goals that actually did come true, that you did reach. It's just so exciting. My dreams for myself personally and professionally aren't nearly reached yet, but I can see that I'm making progress, and that's what I want for you as well. So now it's time for a shameless plug. The On Purpose Planner that I mentioned will help you to stay on track and bring those dreams to life. This planner follows the process that I've just explained. I've just talked you through the process that I follow, and that will help you to set those yearly dreams or goals, and walk you through setting quarterly objectives, which are sometimes called goals, like quarterly goals. And then you get to decide the key results to achieve those objectives. So hopefully I haven't confused you here, but the process is what I've just talked you through. You set those yearly dreams, break them down into quarters, and then into months. In the quarter, you have the objectives to move you toward reaching that dream. And then you set key results. Those key results are either tasks or, little mini projects, little micro projects to achieve the quarterly objective. The quarterly objective was what you already decided. You remember we just talked about that. You've already decided those, and when you were breaking down your dream for the year. The objectives are in alignment with the dreams. How can the dream be reached? That is your objective. When you answer that question, how can this dream be reached? You set that objective. The objectives don't change during your quarter, but the key results, they might change. They are the things that you can control. So the key results are the things you can control and that you do in order to reach the objective. So they might change over the quarter if you're not gaining traction or increasing momentum toward reaching the objective in line with the dream. So you might choose to go a different route to get to that objective. But remember, the key results are the only parts that you actually can control. Key results are like your input, or the input that you do in order to achieve the output or the objective. So finally, in the On Purpose Planner, you're prompted to review objectives and key results every week so that you keep them top of mind, and you can decide what you need to do each day and week to get closer to the dreams. All of this process that I'm talking you through helps me feel not so intimidated with goal setting or New Year's resolutions. I want to encourage you to take that time to dream. Will you take that time to think, pray, and dream, to decide what your dreams are that you're shooting for this year? If you're an online business owner, I'm sure you've already been dreaming. That's what we do. We continue to dream, right? That's not the hardest part of all, is it? What you think about, sorry, that's not the hardest part. in this whole process, the dreaming part. It's the breaking down and it's the staying focused part that is the hardest, especially for online business owners and for entrepreneurs. So, what do you think? I'm curious. This is something you could share in the comments. What do you think about using quarterly objectives and key results? They're called OKRs, objectives and key results, to help you reach your dreams for this year. I'm curious what you would think about that. So, thank you for listening and joining me for this episode about New Year's dreams. I hope it has helped you. If you want some help staying on track to reach those dreams, get yourself an On Purpose planner. This is the winter version with the little evergreen tree there. Get yourself an On Purpose planner. You can do that at my website, limitlessbusinessonline.com/store. And there's a free 5-day sample at limitlessbusinessonline.com/planner. So the links will be in the show notes. But if you go to the website, limitlessbusinessonline.com/planner, you can get a 5-day sample. And with the planner comes a 90-minute pre-recorded workshop called Life Purpose-Based Goal Setting. And that workshop will walk you through all that I've shared here. It also has a downloadable workbook to really walk you through dreaming and breaking it down and setting those quarterly goals to reach those dreams. If you just want to go through the 90-minute workshop, you can do that too by going to limitlessbusinessonline.com/goal setting workshop. So I would love to have you at either one of those places. Thank you for joining me here. Happy New Year, and welcome back to Limitless Business Online. My plan is to be back weekly for a podcast. In case you want to join me live, I'm planning to be back next Thursday morning, and I would love to have you join me. I hope this has been helpful information. Share a comment below and go to limitlessbusinessonline.com/planner/goal setting workshop or /store if you want to follow up with any of the resources I've mentioned. I'll see you back here next Thursday. Bye for now.